Out to the garage to show you guys something very special. Oh, just look at it, it's beautiful. What's going on YouTube? It is Luke Waters back into the YouTube video with an update video on the Caprice. We finally got the tensioner in and installed. I was going to do a video of me opening it up and installing it, but the GoPro was actually dead and I was way too excited. I just ripped it open and threw it in and I put the belt on and everything looks beautiful. Now, if you notice, it is the 6-rib belt that I had on the previous setup. It actually fits perfectly. I don't want to get an 8-rib belt yet because I plan on going to a 2.5 pulley. So this is actually going to work for now perfectly and save me a little bit of money in the long run, obviously. Now, why did I go from a 6-rib setup to an 8-rib setup? Well, the problem is on a lot of 6-rib setups, when you start running smaller pulleys, like down to 2/3/8, which eventually I'm going to go down to, like I'm going to run hella boost in this thing eventually. It slips, and you know what? I wanted to avoid that. Now, the kit I had wasn't, like I said, I've talked about it a couple times, it wasn't bad. It was LSX Innovations. It was an okay kit. It just didn't fit the needs that I wanted. I wanted something that looked OEM, and this CTSV setup looks absolutely perfect. So, where did I find this tensioner? For those of you guys who don't know, I buy a lot of used parts when I build my cars because used parts are just as good as new, in my opinion, as long as nothing's obviously physically broken on them. I found that actually off Instagram. A lot of my parts I tend to find on Facebook Marketplace or through like Facebook groups, but this one was actually on Instagram. My buddy sent me a link to it. HoldenPartsUSA was having some kind of like wholesale closeout with his personal stuff, and he had this tensioner for $100. Now, normally this tensioner new is somewhere around $230 to $180, depending if you go through GM or if you go through Amazon. Amazon, they're really expensive. On Summit, they're extremely expensive for whatever reason. So obviously for $100 versus $180, that's a pretty good saving of profits in my opinion. So I'm very, very happy about that. I'm also happy, like I said, the 6-rib belt kind of works. It won't slip on this setup. I'll tell you what, like I'm very impressed on how actually tight that is. The other setup was not nearly as tight and I still wasn't getting belt slip. So this should be perfectly fine for now. Which means the only thing left that I need to get is injectors and an intake system. Now I did decide to go with the 4-inch Spectre, like DIY Amazon cold air intake. That will be here probably in a couple weeks, to be honest. Like I'm still waiting on tax returns and stuff. I'm not making money, unfortunately I don't make money off YouTube yet. So, but if you wanna help out with that, be sure to like and subscribe. Did you guys know that like 98% of my viewers aren't subscribed? So if you're new, go ahead and subscribe. I also need to get some injectors. I found some on Marketplace for like $300, but I think I'm gonna hold off and wait, man. You know, just something about it. You know, it's a great deal, but just at the wrong time. And you know what, that's okay. Life is all about timing and just being at the right place at the right time. And that's basically been like the whole build process of this thing. Just the right place at the right time. And in my last video, I was talking about how the LSA kit that I put together was around $2,800 and a lot of people have questions about it. So you know what, I'm actually gonna do an in-depth video coming out sometime next week where I actually talk about and go online and show you guys like where I went to find these deals and how I got them and everything like that. So stay tuned for that. That's gonna be coming out sometime soon. Now for my injectors, I was really looking at the FIC 1000cc injectors, but honestly, I think it might be a little bit overkill. I've been going on a lot of CTSV forums and seeing like what guys use to make around 600 wheel, which is all I really wanna do with this car for now is 600 wheel. And it seems like a lot of guys use the 850s. Like, I don't know if I really want to go E85 on this car. I might do like a 93 octane all out build, maybe do like meth injection to keep it cooler. Because those of you who don't know, gas is getting really expensive. An E85 jumped in price where I live by about $2. And it's like, I don't know if I'll be saving money with E85 versus 93. I'm sure there's probably some math I could do to figure that out. But I like the simplicity of 93. I'll get better gas mileage. I won't have to fill it up as much. And it's one of those things where it's like, oh, this thing must be on E85. I think it'd be kind of funny to be like, have like a 10-second car, you know, on 93 octane. So that's the current goals for now. And like I said, with the BTR Stage 4 cam with boost, it should be a ripper as is. I mean, when I drove it last year, it was a lot of fun on maxed out injectors, like 100% duty cycle injectors, which is hella sketchy, never go over 70. So we'll see what it does when I actually get a proper fuel system in this thing. It might be a big jump right off the bat from there. But you know what? When I'm having a bad day, there's something about cars. You can just come out to your garage and look at your vehicle and realize everything is okay. I'm not gonna get into like political stuff or like life events because I'm sure you guys are probably watching YouTube to get away from that stuff, but there's just been a lot of crazy stuff going on in the world. And you know what? It's kind of too short to sit there and wait around and do the things you want to do. So you know what? I just decided to pretty much put all my investments this summer into the car, getting it done, getting it running, and just having a blast this summer. There's gonna be some great content coming. We're gonna do some streetcar takeover stuff, some Muncie dragway stuff, maybe some Tail of the Dragon stuff. We'll see what happens. Like I said, I need to get back to work and start making money. Which, we're getting some good weather, finally, coming to Indiana. We're getting like, I think next week is supposed to be like all 40s and 50s. So I'm gonna be grinding at work, maybe even get a little bit of overtime so that way I got extra cash for the summer. But yeah, this car is coming along so well. Like, I never thought I would ever have an LSA powered car, like, and to have one in my garage is really a great feeling. And it goes to show that hard work does pay off. So if you're out there and you're kind of in a slump, or you don't know where you're kind of going in life, just keep on working, you'll hit your goals eventually. Something, a little bit of bonus content I'm gonna show you guys. If any of you guys are like into like bearded dragons and stuff, check this out. Look at this behemoth of a tank. Look at this guy. Hey, what's up? Hello. Someone is a very happy lizard with his new tank. So we got this tank yesterday. Now, if you're like any kind of like reptile enthusiast or you love like bearded dragons and stuff, you will know that that tank is like a $500 tank. It was homemade. Some guy built it for his daughter, but it was too big for their bearded dragon. It was posted on Marketplace for like $100. But yeah, it goes back to, you know what? Life's too short to sit there and be stressed out about bills and just all that stuff. So you know what? Whatever. We're blowing our money away on stuff we don't need because life's just too short, man. You just don't know what tomorrow's gonna hold. So hopefully, in about 3 weeks, this car will be running, driving, going down the road. I do need to renew the license plate. I thought about doing something custom with the license plate. So if you guys have any like cool custom plate ideas, let me know in the comment sections down below. Like I said, I'm tired of making videos of me just in this garage talking about this car. I'm ready to start making videos of me driving this car and doing cool events with this car, going to Cars and Coffee with this thing. This summer's gonna be awesome. Like, I'm really excited for this summer. Like I said, a lot of good changes are coming. I got this car running towards the tail end of last summer and I didn't have a camera, so I couldn't really make too many videos of me with the car. I have a couple like street racing videos, but I mean, I'm not really trying to upload street racing because I don't know what the stipulations are with that, but yeah, this thing's coming along super swimmingly. Like I said, just a couple more things to button it up and it'll be driving, running down the road. Like I said, every time I come out and see this car and the progress that I've made over like, really since I got this car in 2017, so it's been 5 years, and this car has come such a long way, and it makes me really happy to look at it and see that my hard work is starting to pay off. So if you guys enjoyed today's video, I know it's kind of short, it's kind of a lazy Sunday. I'm probably gonna open up the garage later on today, and it's always dirty. Like, there's always dirt and clutter in here. So I'm probably gonna clean up the garage, get it nice and ready. We're gonna do some garage video rehab stuff too. We're gonna repaint the floor. We're gonna get new countertops here. I'll probably take that shelf out and do some cool stuff. Try to make the setup in here a little bit more functional. I did upgrade finally and got myself a curtain, so there's not so much glare in here. But as always, if you guys enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. It's been Luke Waters, and I'll see you guys in the next video.